Lyza! How's your foot? Can you make it?
I'm fine. But, Oren, listen. I don't think it's right to run away.
It's too late for that now, Lyza. See? We're nearly to the gate. We have to hurry before they realize what we're doing. Come on!
Huh? What are you two doing out here so late? Hang on. Where do you think you're taking our Lyza?
No, this route won't work. Let's try the other way.
Huh?
You cannot take Lyza from the village like this, Oren!
The Soul Guard is on his way. You have to wait here for him.
If you won't be reasoned with, we will have to make you stay by force!
Oren, what should we do?
We have no choice.
Oren! Lyza! Don't! I'm not here to harm you. Listen to me. Without Lyza as the Alm of our village, Guju will fall to ruin. An Alm's sacred duty is to offer their soul to the Tree of Mana. They ensure life and prosperity for the rest of us. You know this. I know you do.
Of course we do. But we can't give up our happiness. We've gone through so much to be together. And you should know that.
I do, Oren. It's rare for someone to settle down in a village other than where they were raised. People worried that Lyza would feel estranged here when they heard of your engagement. But time passed, and we came to love her as one of our own. I was so happy to see her flourishing. Happy for you both. You're not the only one who doesn't want to lose her, Oren.
Then don't stop us!
Oren, maybe he's right. I have a duty to fulfill. As the Alm.
Absolutely not! We're going to leave. Run away, and we'll keep running. And running until the world forgets all about alms. Until the world is free from this cycle of sacrifice!
Oren.
Lyza is right. Listen to her, Oren. Return to us.
No! Stay back!
I am not your enemy, Oren. I'm your friend, and I'm here to help you.
I said stay back! Get away!
Danum, run! It's going to collapse! Oren,
Come on, Lyza. Huh?
You used to be a soul guard, Lyza. You know how important an alm's duty is.
Oren, you have to turn back.
You're forcing our hand. We don't want to fight you, but we will.
Please let us go. beg you.
If we allow you to escape with the Alm, the whole village will suffer!
It's not too late to stop this. Please, Oren.
I understand what we're risking. I do. I won't stand aside. This will show you how serious I am. Nash, what's wrong? What's going on?
We've angered the Earth. This isn't something we can run from. I have to fulfill my duty, Oren.
No! We will escape! Lyza! Get clear of its path! I'll take care of this! We're safe now. Let's go! Lyza?
Oren? Oren, it hurts. My body won't move.
Lyza? Lyza! No! What's happening? Wait! No! You'll be fine. Just...
Oren, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Hinna. I lost track of time.
Well, I see someone's excited about becoming a soul guard. Or is it nerves? I can't say I'm thrilled to see you go, but I'll pray for your safe return every day.
I won't let you down.
I know you won't. Let's head to the square.
Hinna, over here.
It's the fairy!
She's so beautiful.
I could be the Alm.
Oh, fairy!
Choose me as the Alm. I will bring prosperity to the village.
It would be an honor to be named the Alm.
Fairy, grant me the honor of becoming an Alm. I would proudly offer my soul. Huh?
one whose heart is full of love and passion, Hinna. By the grace of the goddess of mana, I name you the Alm of Fire. I accept.
My goodness!
Val's just excited because this means he gets to travel together with Hinna. Isn't that right?
Well, maybe so.
What a pair! Val and Hinna and Soulguard and Alm. Make sure you keep her safe on your way to the mana tree.
You bet I will. Hinna, what are you doing here?
Val!
Master Fugo said he was going to keep everyone away. You gotta take care of yourself, Hinna. You're the Alm now.
Sorry. I just had something I needed to do out here before I left. Looks like the monsters went away once they saw you were coming. Good job, Mr. Soulguard.
Yeah, well, it won't be that easy every time. I'm just glad nothing got you. When you're lost, always trust your instincts. But remember, everything hinges on a single moment. Don't let your doubts sway you.
Do I hear the words of Master Fugo coming out of your mouth?
I barely knew which way was up when I first started my training. Now that I've got my own duties to fulfill, I can't stop thinking about what he said. It's thanks to Master Fugo's teachings that I got here in time. Or at least thanks to his nagging.
I admire your honesty. You're good at taking life as it comes, and you listen to people, like your master.
Does that count as honesty? I do try to meet people where they are, so maybe.
Just goes to show you had a good upbringing in Tiania. You're welcome, by the way.
Yeah, you're probably right. Thanks for all you've done for me so far, Hinna.
Now there's the Val I know.
Val, I hereby appoint you the official Soul Guard, tasked with delivering the Alm of each region to the Tree of Mana. See that you look after them on their pilgrimage to fulfill their sacred destinies. Do you accept this charge?
I do.
And Hinna? As the Alm of Fire, are you prepared to offer your soul to the Tree of Mana?
I am.
Remember, you have been appointed by the fairy and chosen by the elemental of fire for this solemn journey, Hinna. Your duty as the Alm is to ensure that mana power continues to flow unabated. Without mana, a disaster will befall these lands, as it has other unfortunate settlements.
I accept this great honor and will fulfill my role as the Alm.
The road will be long, but I know you will look out for each other. Take care.
Thank you.
That day, I accepted my fate and left my village. A person chosen to offer their soul to the goddess, an Alm, must journey to the mana tree. The mana of the world is replenished through that Alm sacrifice, blessing our lands with prosperity. Should an Alm fail to fulfill their duty, calamity will befall their home, disrupting the entire world balance. I was elated to have been given such an important job for the sake of my people. If you're looking for Longren, the Veil of Wind, it's this way.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
Haha. My father took me with him to Longren, just the one time, but I remember the path a little. You haven't been this way before, right?
Nope, I really only know the outskirts of Tiania well. But I did try and study the route as part of my Soul Guard training. Had a map and everything.
I'm sure you'll do fine, my most esteemed escort.
Don't you worry, Hinna. Any monsters we meet along our journey to the Mana Tree won't lay a finger on you.
Who said I was worried? I'd expect nothing less from the best swordsman in the village.
Whoa! Sounds like Dorfer's as excited as we are.
You're right. I'm going to miss these rumbles once we're gone. Remember when the fairy came down right in front of me to appoint me the Alm? What was your gut reaction at the time?
Huh? I don't know. It happened so fast. I guess I was happy. I never thought I'd get to go on this kind of adventure with you. Seeing new sights and making all these memories together? At least, not as the Alm and her soul guard.
Oh, you're sweet. I felt the same. I always thought I'd stay in Tiania until the end of my days, listening to the waves on the coast and Dorfer's rumbles with the rest of the village. And I assumed the most exciting thing I'd get to see was the changing seasons in our little town. Not that I didn't enjoy that, too.
Home is where the heart is, they say. But don't worry, I won't let anything distract me from protecting you, Hinna. We've gotten pretty far from home. Does Dorfer seem more active to you?
I think so.
What was that prophecy of disaster? Eruptions will scorch the earth with fire from every fissure, or something.
Don't worry, Dorfer will probably settle down after I fulfilled my duty as the Alm.
You there! Watch out for falling debris from the volcano. Try and stay under the boulders to keep out of the way. Follow my lead! Whoa there! The name's Eoren. I came to study the geological composition of this area, but... You two seem surprisingly calm in the face of an active volcano.
Well, I mean... yes?
This kind of thing is common in our area. I'm guessing this is your first volcanic rain, then.
First and hopefully last. I jumped out of my skin.
You came all this way to look at the terrain? Is there something strange about the soil here?
Yeah, the soil's a lot softer and more pliable than what I'm used to. We don't have volcanoes in my hometown. If you don't mind my asking, what are you two doing out here?
I was just named the Alm of Fire.
An Alm, huh? That must make you the soul guard then. You sure you're up to the job?
He might look like a pushover, but Val is the strongest swordsman in our village by far.
Pushover? Give me a break, Hinna.
What? It was a compliment.
Quite the happy couple. You sure you want to do this? You can't be together after you reach the mana tree, you know.
What do you mean? We can't not go to the mana tree. It's the duty of the alms to rejuvenate the flow of mana by sacrificing their souls. There's nothing else to be done if we want a future for humanity. Plus, I'm the soul guard, and proud of it too. It's my mission to see the alms safely to their destination.
You must really like the world we live in to fight so hard to keep it this way.
Of course! We gotta protect the spirits and all our family and friends. This world is all we've got.
You sound like it's not the same for you, Eoren.
Me? Well, it's hard to say. Still, I'm glad to have met you both. Wow, this volcano won't give it a rest. It's probably not safe to leave just yet. We can camp together here if you like.
You have a point. It doesn't look like Dorfer is going to stop for a while.
Okay.
It's getting worse. What a nightmare. If only this volcano weren't here. Hup.
Shall we get going?
We should stick with the group. Let's go. Hold on tight, Hinna.
Oh, I will. I cannot describe how wonderful it felt to ride across the vast countryside on the back of that Betrayal, together with Val on our way to the Tree of Mana. I wished that we could continue our exhilarating adventure forever and ever. If only it could be. Now and for always. Land ho! Look there! That's got to be the harbor.
Hey, you two. That was some impressive fighting back there.
I told you. Val is the strongest swordsman in our village.
I see that. It was quite a show. Didn't expect that monster to turn into a rock like that, though.
Yeah, sometimes I can turn monsters into stones when I fight them. I don't know why, but it's something I've always been able to do.
I tried researching the topic, but I couldn't find any leads.
Well, maybe it's something you'll never really be able to understand. Another mystery for the history books. The world's full of them. Look there. You can see the Manador continent.
Hinna, I promise that I'll never let a monster like that harm you. Ever, okay? I'll protect you.
I know that, silly. It's your job, after all.
Yeah, but even if it weren't...
We're taking the same path tread by hundreds of alms before us. We have to protect the future by journeying to the Mana Tree.
I'll see you safely wherever you need to go. I won't let you down, Hinna.
We alms of the Trinia continent, fire, wind, and the moon, cross Talon Strait as we travel to Illistana, capital of the deep. Alms customarily receive blessings from the Queen of Illistana at the rites of initiation, as she prays for their safe passage to the Tree of Mana. It's a time-honored tradition and an integral part of the pilgrimage. Other alms are meant to meet us in the capital as well. New companions to join our bonded group. But after the destruction of the Earth Village, there is no alm of Earth to make the journey. I fear for the world, now bereft of the blessings of the Earth Elemental. Be that as it may, I can't help the spark of excitement in my heart at the thought of all the new places and friends that await us. Are we stocked up and ready to leave for the Mana Tree after the rites of initiation? We shouldn't waste time.
You're right. You know, we're already at the halfway point in our journey. I think it's about time to get back for the ceremony.
Can we go to the pier before we make our way to the Sanctorium?
Sounds like a plan. You go on ahead. I'll catch up with you. I'll take this pendant, please.
Thank you for your patronage. Is this a present for your little lady friend? Maybe an engagement present? Am I onto something?
Oh, come now. That's none of your business, you meddler. It's not our place, but if you two were thinking about your future, we wish you both the best of happiness.
I hope she likes it. Hey there!
I was just starting to wonder if I needed to call a search party. It's lovely.
Yeah, I love sunrises, but there's something about a sunset at the end of the day.
I don't know. Sunsets feel a little like saying goodbye.
Hinna, I got you this.
Oh, this is the pendant
It's a present!
You bought this for me, Val?
I wanted to get you something, considering all we've been through.
It's beautiful! I love it! Thank you.
Oh, good!
The sun might disappear at the end of the day, but as long as there's a tomorrow, it'll always come back over the horizon. I guess I do like that part of sunsets. We should make our way to the Sanctorium. An alm can't be late for the rites of initiation.
Her room's gotta be around here, right? There's someone there.
to, I wonder?
Heya! Hinna! It's just me!
Val?
I figured you might be lonely, so I wanted to check and make sure everything's okay.
Oh, you thought I was the lonely one? But you weren't lonely at all, right?
No, of course not. In fact, I was busy making plans for the trip.
Ah, yes, the picture of Soul Guard preparedness.
That's right.
Joking aside, I realized I'm more weak-willed than I thought.
Hinna?
If I'm being completely honest, I'm scared.
Scared of what?
Completing my duty as the Alm and sacrificing my soul. It's terrifying. When we set out on this journey, I hadn't really thought about the consequences of becoming the Alm. Of what I'd really be giving up. I never questioned my role before. It's ingrained in our traditions, after all. Our purpose in this world has always been to continue our way of life. The Alms are how we protect the future. But now, after traveling to all these exotic locations and meeting so many different people, both good and bad, I realized... Never mind. I'm probably overthinking it.
Ow!
Oh!
What's up?
Oren!
Sorry for eavesdropping. Can I ask? If you two could be together forever, would you? Continue living your lives as you are now, until you both grow old and gray. If you never want to let each other go, I can make that happen. I can show you a future free of the Alm's sacrifice. If you trust me, come to the pier by the market before sunrise. I'll be waiting.
No more alms. Do you think a future without sacrifices is possible?
But what'll happen to us and our mission?
I want to hear what Oren has to say.
Hinna?
Okay, let's go talk to Oren.
We left without telling anybody. Do you think we should have included the rest of the group in this? They're alms too.
True, but it's already late. And I know that Karina, for one, was exploring the palace from top to bottom. I bet she's fast asleep by now. Also, I get the feeling that everyone else has already come to terms with their role as alms. But I just can't. I don't want to have to give all of this up. I want to keep living my life. And now that I've realized that, I know that what I really want is to stay here and keep making memories with you, Val. It's silly, but I don't want the others to see how selfish I've become, how unworthy I am to be an alm.
Don't say that! You were personally chosen by an elemental spirit. You'll make a fantastic alma fire.
Thanks, Val. That does actually make me feel better.
You're not the only selfish one. I wish I could keep traveling with you forever. Not to the Mana Tree, just anywhere. And everywhere. But I don't know how much stock we can put in Oren's plan. If there's no other choice, I think it's our duty to see this pilgrimage through.
Agreed. I accepted the title, and I will do what needs to be done. But I'd like to know our options first. You know, you're a pretty good soul guard, Val.
Good. You're willing to take a chance on me.
We want to hear you out, at least. What is it that you plan to do? How can you make it so that alms aren't needed? Won't the world fall to ruin if the alms don't sacrifice their souls to the mana tree and replenish the depleted mana power?
It won't. I'm going to change the unjust laws of fate that rule this world of ours. I can fix it all, and the world will be better for it. For people like Hinna and Lyza.
Lyza? You mean like Lyza?
It figures you'd know her. She was a soul guard from Tiania like you. After she completed her mission, we settled down together. She's the love of my life.
Oh, we heard she got married, but didn't know who her partner was.
Is she okay? Where is she?
She's around. Still in Guju, actually. 4 years ago, she was named the Alm of Earth.
Lyza became an Alm? But didn't disaster befall Guju?
Just because the village was destroyed doesn't mean everyone was lost. But living on the edge of a knife, waiting for fate to strike you down is no life at all. I need your help to change this world for good.
So, why ask the two of us?
Any Alm would be fine, but I don't know. When I look at you two, I see a lot of me and Lyza in you. That's why I need you both to help me. What do you say? Want to change the world?
I want to see the future that Val and I can make together.
Sounds like I'm at your service, Oren.
I knew I could count on the pair of you. Hop aboard and let me show you what I found.
Did something happen to Lyza and Guju?
These days, she has a hard time moving. And it seems that she's still considered the Alm of our village, even after all these years. But I just can't let her go to the mana tree.
Where are you taking us?
A small island with a place called Rhaenys Shrine, where we can perform the ritual.
What ritual?
It's a ritual that allows another person to borrow the life energy of an alm.
That sounds dangerous. Will this ritual hurt Hinna in any way?
Everything will work out. Using the power of a person chosen by the elementals, I can make it so the alms won't have to sacrifice themselves, just like in the past.
Oh, you mentioned something about that on the Prim. Is that why you're traveling the world right now?
Yep, I've been searching everywhere for a way to fix things. I'd be willing to do just about anything as long as it's for Lyza. And that's how I happened upon the two of you.
What's that?
That is Rhaenys Shrine. It was built back in the time of Fadiel to honor the elementals and give thanks to the spirits. The elemental spirits are more in tune with things like this altar, so it's a good place to perform this ritual. I'm gonna head straight for the altar and get things set up. The terrain is a bit tricky here, so watch your step. Let's get started. Go stand in the center of the altar.
Hinna, good luck.
Not so fast. You too, Val.
What? Me?
This ritual allows someone to borrow another's life force, remember? Hinna needs your support physically to hold her up.
I'd rather you were with me anyway, Val. Please.
Well, okay. Is it weird that standing up here makes me nervous?
Yeah, it's weird. I'm not nervous. I'm with you. And we'll be together from here on out.
Lam Ratila Kon Yuila Mila Raila Fonil Zara Seki Shakri Fukri Jadila Roto Lazula Tura Lola Lazul
Hang on.
Mula Shuzra Kula Rela.
Oren, what are you doing? This feels like...
You've got it, Val. This ritual is actually used to draw out the abilities of people with particular powers. In other words, you, Val, can reduce living things to their essence, their core stones.
Into what?
When Lyza told me about this little boy from her village who could crystallize monsters, I figured she was kidding. It sounded like a silly myth. But once I saw you in action, I realized you might be the answer I've been searching for. All I needed was the ritual in order to use your powers. And now, I'll have the core stone of an alm. With it, I'll be one step closer to accomplishing what I set out to do. Hinna! You're coming with me to Elucia Isle.
Oren! This isn't... We didn't want this! You said we could be together! We trusted you!
I had to, Val. But her sacrifice won't be in vain. I promise you.
Val.
Hinna! I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for this to happen. I didn't mean to do this. It's all my fault. If I didn't have these stupid powers, you'd be...
I always thought we'd get married and have lots of children. You'd grow into a wise old man, and I'd be by your side through the years. That was the future I wanted for us.
Hinna, no!
What does not wait for a lifetime, even if the light of my soul should fade?
have a duty to the rest of the Olms. They need protection. They need me. But how can I protect everyone when I'm the reason Hinna... And how do I even face them? I wish none of this had ever happened. Once we get back, if we'd never left the pier, everything would be different. Hinna. Lyza? Stone? But how? Lyza, what happened to you? So she was another victim of the disaster. Guess what, Lyza? I became a soul guard, like you. And Hinna was named the Alm of Fire. We set out on the pilgrimage together, but... Well, a lot happened since then. You taught us so much, but I still don't understand. Why did everything fall apart?
Round here, we got a saying. Soil that once brought life turns all to dust and stone. 4 years ago, our gal Lyza tried to leave the village before the Soul Guard arrived. It was right after she'd been named the Alm of Earth.
You mean she ran away?
Yep, with that husband of hers, Eoren. Without the Earth's blessing, most of the villagers turned into golems. And you see how Lyza ended up.
That's crazy! Lyza would never run from her responsibilities! She was a soul guard! The best in the village! She understood the alms sacrifice better than anyone!
Way I see it, everybody's gotta make a choice. Gotta decide what matters most to them. Be it duty, tradition, or something else. We Gaians put a lot of stock in tradition. In fact, I'd say we're more stubborn than most, set in our ways like a gemstone fused to rock. So when Lyza moved here from a far-off settlement blessed by fire, not earth, well, some people kicked up a fuss, that's for sure.
Poor Lyza.
Eoren tried to leave the village then, too. Didn't want to deal with the bigotry, but Lyza put her foot down. She couldn't stand to pull Eoren away from his work. You see, he was the best ceramicist in town, made all our ceremonial urns and the like.
Lyza was always interested in traditional cultures around the world. She loved the Fairies Festival, too.
She threw herself into the study of Earth, wanted the villagers to see how serious she was. Lyza became more knowledgeable about Earth and ore than anyone for miles. Nothing for it but to accept her as one of Guju's own and give our blessings.
And that's when she was appointed the Alm of Earth.
Sure as you're born. The fairy and the spirits recognized her love of all things earthen and deemed her worthy. The whole village was proud as punch, let me tell you. But in the end, the two lovebirds chose each other. Guess I see where they were coming from. They worked hard to build a life here. Couldn't throw that away.
Sounds like Eoren and Lyza had a tougher time than I thought.
Y'all got your reasons for coming out here to Guju. I might not be much help, but I'll tell you what I know of Gnome. First off, he ain't been seen in these parts for a while now. At least not since I came back to the village. Only other place I can think of to check is the Gamerda Mines.
The mines, huh?
Yep, they're northwest of the desert outside of Guju. Can't miss them. Mines are abandoned. Or I guess you could say repurposed as monster nests. Can't stand the place, but I ain't never been one for fighting. Quit the patrols after 3 days. Don't worry. I wasn't about to let you go off without some help. Here, take the gnome shovel. I've been taking care of it as the last remaining villager of Guju. Maybe this elemental vessel will guide you back to its original owner.
Thank you. We'll do our best to find Gnome.
Who knows? If he comes back, it might even revitalize that stone friend of ours.
Is that?
Yup, that's the one and only mana sword. Oh, and a visitor.
Oren? Val, I'm sorry. This was the only way I could get my hands on the mana sword.
That's why you're here? The sword?
That's right. Do you even know the miracles I can perform with this power? I can save Lyza, cure her of her cursed petrification. And that's not even the half of it. She's still the Alm of Earth. Until I can release her, she'll never be free. That's why I need the sword. I have to change the world for the better. Get rid of the Alm's sacrifice altogether, so that our loved ones don't have to die to preserve the future for the rest of us.
You're saying you sacrificed Hinna's life in order to save Lyza? We trusted you, Oren. Both of us did. And you betrayed us!
As the Soul Guard, you're charged with ensuring the Alms meet their ends by completing the pilgrimage. You were prepared to lose Hinna then? I just made her sacrifice come a little earlier than expected. For the sake of the world, you can hate me. I won't blame you. But with my plan, we'll never have to sacrifice another person ever again. Alms will no longer have a reason to exist. We'll be freed from this horrible tradition of loss and regret.
Sorry, but I think Oren might be right about this. Hinna and other alms before her were denied the life they wanted to live. His words are tempting.
Val, you can't...
Even so, the alms have never been just a means to an end. Not to me. Their sacrifice has to mean more than that. This world exists because the alms carry with them the hopes and dreams of all those who came before and those who will come after them. I know in my heart that this world is sick. But Hinna was never meant to be used as a pawn by anyone.
Of course she wasn't. None of us want her life to be lost in vain.
There has to be a way to obtain the mana sword without Hinna's core stone.
Regardless, this should not be your call. It is pitifully presumptuous of you to assume you know the wishes of all alms, past and present.
My Sproutling friends entrusted me with this duty, and I mean to see it through. You don't speak for me, mister.
Thanks, everyone. As long as I have friends on this journey who need me, I'll continue to serve them as the Soul Guard. Even if we end our pilgrimage at the Mana Tree, I'm in charge of my own destiny. Hinna is my responsibility. You have to return her core stone now, Oren!
You can't stop this. Without a core stone, I can't pry the mana sword from this rock. I have to bring back the world of Fadiel for Lyza. No. For all of us who don't want to lose the people we hold dear. In the past, there were no alms to sacrifice. Mortals, spirits, benevodon monsters, even the goddess herself, all lived in the different realms that made up Fadiel. But years ago, the 5 realms were condensed into one. That mangled world was called Kidiel. It's the world that you and I know today. With the power of the Mana Sword, we can return Kidiel to the Fadiel it once was. Split it into a world that doesn't need to have soul offerings. The Mana Sword is right in front of us. They say that only the Chosen One can wield it. If that's the case, then that's just what I'll be. Even if it means betraying my friends, my village, I will have the sword!
Oren! What are you doing with Hinna's core stone? No, Hinna!
You're the voice I heard from the megalith, aren't you?
Stop it! Hinna!
Earth shall be first.
Earth? Give me that sword! I earned it!
Oren! Return Hinna's core stone now!
You are not even worth the stretch of my sword arm.
It can't be. Delphos? After all this time?
My. Correct, Sproutling. Your reward is the ruination that awaits you all.
He can't have Hinna's core stone! I won't let him!
I never saw myself battling with
Behold my power! Take this! That's enough out of you!
He's far too powerful!
There's no way we can win this!
All our advances will be futile if our adventure ends here.
I'm all for retreating personally! Trent? You're helping us?
This land will not be desecrated by the powers of evil on my watch.
Never thought I'd see the overseer of the sanctuary intervene like this.
Now is the time to withdraw arms.
No! I can't just run away! I have to save Hinna! I have to get her core stone!
Listen, this isn't a fight we can win right now. We have to pull back.
Give me the mana sword. I need it. I have to save Lyza.
You are not worthy to be its master.
Oh no! Lyza!
The rabble has returned, I see. The powers sealed within this land have returned to me. I have no more need of this place. Gareth, Avatar of Earth and Power, heed my summons. Destroy all that stands in your way, and live again!
Oren!
Not my best moment. I was too desperate, too selfish. Lyza, I'm sorry. I only wanted to save you from all of this, but I failed. I I wanted the power of the Mana Sword, so I could change this world. Val, I'm not asking for your forgiveness. Just remember the future we dreamed of. A world without sacrifices.
Oren? Core stones? But both of them. Core stones. Why do I always... Oren. Lyza.
Gotta say, humans and the like are more tenacious than I thought. To go so far for the sake of others. Sproutlings are connected to our fellows in our environment, but I've never seen that kind of devotion in our tribe.
Oren may have been mistaken in the means of his undertaking, but his vision for a world without alms was not without merit.
Say what you want, but I'm never gonna forgive him for what he did to Hinna.
I guess that things are never as cut and dried as you want them to be. And this coming from me, mind you. If we'd only been able to learn more about Oren's plan before all this. Well, no use crying over a spilt watering can. Now that we're here, it's basically up to us to figure out whether Oren had the right of it or not.
You think he was telling the truth about the Mana Sword having the power to change the world?
Beats me. I've never held a sword in my life, let alone a legendary one.
Oren's gone, but I have so many questions. There has to be more to this than we know. What he did was wrong, but I can't fault him for wanting to save someone.
I agree.
For now, let's go break the news to Watts about Lyza and Oren. This is where I first met Hinna. I remember she was reading a book when I ran up. A monster had made it into the village, and I was trying to chase it off. I had only just started to learn swordsmanship at the time. I won, but Lyza and Master Fugo still got mad at me. I cried, but at least I managed to defeat the monster in the end. Aha! I found it, Hinna. Yep. That's her writing, all right.
Dear Val, if you are reading this, then I'm sure you've safely returned home from the pilgrimage to the Mana Tree. If all went well, then I am now a part of the world's mana power, and watching over you. I decided to leave you this letter now that we've both fulfilled our duties. After all, if I know you, I'm sure you're feeling down about having to let me go to the Mana Tree. This way, you'll have a little something to remember me by, and read if you're ever feeling lonely. I can't help but wonder, as I sit here and write this down, how your life is gonna be 10, 20 years down the road. The only regret I have, now that I've been named the Elm, is that I won't be around to see it myself. Yeah, I know it's selfish of me to think like that. Val, just remember that you have friends you can rely on. People who support you in everything you do. I know you'll be okay, even when I'm gone. Just keep going. Try things you never thought you'd do. Meet people from faraway lands. There's no end to the adventures you will have. I love this beautiful, spirit-blessed world of ours. I love it because it's where we were born, and where my wonderful parents and everyone else we've met lives. Not to mention, it's where I met you, Val. So I'll leave you with this. The future is yours. All I want for you is to live your life in the way that's best for you. That's my wish. Love, Hinna.
Hinna always did know me too well. Better than anyone. I wish we could have been together in the end. This feeling probably won't ever disappear completely. But that's okay. I'll treasure it. I'll keep Hinna with me, wherever I go.
Odd. Are you suggesting that other mortals are hiding in this jungle?
Wait, that's Lyza.
There we go. Everyone okay? We're nearly to Verdius Burrow. Keep up the pace until we get there.
After we pick up the Alm of Wood, we'll be going straight to the sanctuary, right? It's almost the end of our trip, Lyza.
You heading back to Tiania as soon as you drop us off?
I thought I might take the long way. Travel a bit, you know? There's no one waiting at home anyway.
Oh, that house was always too big, even for just the two of us sisters. I'm sorry I'll be leaving you all alone.
Well, Oren was falling all over himself when you showed up with the alms in tow, so I think you should go back to Guju.
Oren? Maybe I will.
He's not the type to give presents to just anyone, you know? He worked hard on that earring because he likes you.
Oh. Do these earrings have a special meaning in your culture?
Nah, it's just a good luck charm for a safe journey. But Oren's a ceramicist, not a jeweler. Why else would he bother making something like that?
I didn't know he made this himself. Guess I'll have to go back to give proper thanks for it then.
Oh, I see. Oren was pretty cute after all.
Come on, give me a break.
That's Lyza from back when she was on Soul Guard duty.
Time and space are warped in here, causing multiple timelines to merge together. It's as strange as Coda warned.
So that was some kind of weird illusion then?
A vision of alms from the past, I would wager. I wonder how vastly their journey to the Mana Tree differed from ours.
De La Fosse!
Is there nothing else we can try? What's all this?
I feel warmth. Sweet, tender warmth.
It's like someone is giving us strength.
Emotions of an untold number of entities, emboldening us to endure.
I get it! These are the wishes that were entrusted to us alms from the rest of the world.
Is this all you've got, Val?
That's not very Soul Guard-like. Come on, don't give up.
Oren! Lyza!
Val, the broken sword! Hurry!
The mana sword has been reforged!
That's right, Val. You're nearly there.
Hinna! This is it! De La Fosse!
So ends my fight. Goddess of Mana. I concede.
People can do amazing, terrible things when driven by passion. Potential is purely mortal. It cannot be defined or predicted. Strong emotions can change the world. De La Fosse, your curse permeated the entire realm with an unyielding strength, born of your devotion to Cerulia. However, that same love is what stopped you. The alms carried the will of their homelands with them.
Cerulia?
Delo, for so long, I have watched you. For so long, I have felt the depth of your undying affection. But that is enough for me. I do not want anyone else to know the same pain that we have suffered. When we meet in the next life, I am sure we shall live together at last. Forever together in this beautiful, peaceful world. That is the future that awaits the two of us.
Cerulia.
Cerulia's soul will return to the ethereal sea. There, she will await the promise of new life the mana tree will bestow upon her. She is not the only one. All souls, including you and the alms of past and present, are reborn through the mana tree. De La Fosse, it is time. Your soul has earned its own rest. Fear not. Two souls so inextricably entwined as yours we'll find one another again. Alms, thank you for returning to protect the mana tree on my behalf. And Coda.
It's been a while. I missed your voice.
The strain of maintaining 5 realms conjoined while fending off the corrosive devotion of Deilephos depleted my strength. I have slept for far too long. But I know of your immense struggles. Allow me, Goddess of the Realms, to elucidate you as to your newfound potential. The Mana Sword and its wielder. 2 driving forces within our world. Together have the power to determine the future.
The future? How?
The choice is yours, now that sword and hero are together as one.
Val, you can change the world like you wanted, but remember the cost of great change. Altering fate means revising the fundamental principles of the realms. The capability to forge new alliances, sever worn unions. What you decide here and now could create another vengeful soul like Deilephos. Are you prepared to shoulder that responsibility?
Am I?
Am I? Are you kidding me? If you aren't the one to trust in this decision, I don't know who is. We've come this far. Now's your chance.
Change is hard. It is frightening. But do not forget why we are here. You know our answer.
All we have accomplished has led us here. Let us follow it through to the future.
Trust your instincts and it'll be all right. I know you have it in you.
Val, your heart has guided you thus far, as it should now at the end of your journey.
Everyone,
I see I needn't have bothered asking.
It took the efforts of so many different people along the way for us to reach this point. Hundreds of people's hopes and dreams. Living this experience is how I know it's the strength of everyone's hearts that got us this far. I don't want a world full of sadness and loss. We need to build something new.
The future is determined by those who have a hand in making it. As the goddess of mana, I do accept and acknowledge your wish. Now, Val, show us your conviction.
The future I choose is...
He has returned to the goddess's side for his final rest. Be at peace, Val. Now, you can be reunited with Hinna at long last.
Huh? Why am I here? Aha! I see now. I kept you waiting for so long. Sorry about that. But I've got a lot of stories to tell. Now, where to begin?